Oh, hey. Oh, I didn't see you there. You gave me a shock. Um, oh, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? You're just stopping by, are you? Ah, well, it's good to see you again. You're looking well. So, I guess you're probably wondering what I'm up to, huh? Well, do you want to see something cool? Come in, come in. Yeah, get yourself comfortable. Grab a seat or something, or get yourself a tea or coffee or whatever you want. So I'll let you know what I'm up to. I came across this website the other day, and I saw a section in here, this case study section, and it's really cool. It's like a slider, go back and forward on it, and it's a case studies thing, which obviously leads up to case studies. But I was wondering if I could build this in Gutenberg using the Greenshift WordPress plugin. Yeah. You know how much I love that Greenshift page builder plugin. Well, I was also looking at it going like, no, man, I'd really like to give it a try to see if I can maybe get as close as I possibly can to replicating this. So, and I think I could probably get pretty close. So, you want to watch me do it? All right, cool. Let's get started, shall we? So, first of all, I'm just going to create a new page. So I'm going to just call this case studies slider. That's what I'm. And when I look at this, we've got a heading. I've got a couple of buttons, an image. Well, we've got a couple of slides. And then in each slide we've got an image, a text module, a button, and a main sort of featured image as well. So let's first. I'm going to wrap everything in a container because I know that I need to do that just to begin with. I'll go into list view so I can see what's what here. So first of all, okay, so I'm going to need this. I'm just going to copy everything here. And just to let you know, I've already got the images downloaded, so it's going to be a pretty quick work through, or as quick as I possibly can. So the first thing, we need to get a header or a head. I'm going to use the advanced heading Greenshift. So I'm just going to paste case studies there. Now, I'm not going to worry too much about styling just yet. I'll get to that in a bit, but I just want to basically get everything out. Now, so we've got these two. I'm going to use two buttons for this, so they're going to be side by side. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to, inside this container, I'm going to add another container. And inside this container, I'm going to have my two buttons. So button here. And I'll duplicate that button. Now I'm going to bring in some flex box on this so that I can get the two buttons side by side, like so. So this is going to be my forward and back buttons. So what I might do is I'll just put in here back, and I think it was next. All right, cool, we got that. Now we're going to need an icon. So we need an arrow. Okay, I'm going to use this arrow here. Now this could be white. Hover color I'm going to get rid of because I don't want that to be hover. And I need that to go the other side. And I need to rotate this by 180. Cool. I'm going to bring in a bit of a top margin because I want to get that alignment. So -3 on that. And then what I'll do is I'll just copy the style in here. Now again, I'm not going to style this too much just yet. We'll paste the style. Oh, that doesn't paste the icon. Okay, that's fine. Oh no, it does. I just needed to turn the icon on. That makes sense. Alright, so cool. So we've got our back and next buttons. Okay, so the next thing is we have a slide. So I'm going to obviously put each of these elements into a slide. So the next thing we're going to need to put in this container, so in the same container, actually not in, I don't want to put it in that container. I do want to put it outside that container. So anyway, I'll put slider, so slider and carousel, that's what I'm going to use here. And I'm going to move that down below that container there. Alrighty, cool. And then we've got the two slides. So I'm going to get rid of one slide. So I want to set up one slide first and then duplicate the that layout. And again, I'm not going to be too crude on the styling just yet. I'm just going to get the just general blocks in place, and then we'll work on the styling. Okay, so in here, I need to add a row because of our demo. We've got a column here. I'm going to just basically split these out into two columns. Yeah, we'll just do that. So I'll put in a row there, and I'm going to use the two columns, and then I'm going to use this one actually. I'll go with the that structure there. So now I've got two columns here. So this one column is going to have an image in it. I'll put image, and then I'll go ahead and I'll place that first image in. So the first image I think is the buildy one. So I'll just go to here, and I think it's just say it's that one there. Again, I've already prepped the images, so I don't need to really do much. Sweet. Okay, so that's in. Now over on this column, I'm going to put in some text. Well, actually, this one I'm going to put an image, and that's going to be that image there. All right. Then below that one, I'm going to put in some text. So I'll keep that as a. Should just go over and copy this text. Paste that in. All right, sweet. Now, after this one, I want another button. So the button is going to be View Case Study. Okie dokie, now I've got to get the alignment right here. So these here are kind of sitting further down. Yeah, they're sitting further down the column here. So what I will do is I'll go to the column here, and I'll go to Flexbox here, and I will position everything down like so. Then I'm going to bring in some spacing and all that sort of jazz as well. So okay, so now that I've kind of got all the relevant blocks and stuff in place, I can go ahead and start styling this out. So the image I'll keep the same size. Then we've got the buildy logo. So I'm going to just inspect this using the inspect tool in the browser. Pretty sweet. And I'll just go and hover over that. Okay, that's 156 by 44. Okay, so I'll go to the image, go to my sizing, and go to 156. Okay, and then I will determine the padding here. So this block of text here has a padding of 32 top and bottom. I'll bring in the padding on here, and now I need this to be in pixels, so I'll do 32 there, and I'll do 32 there. Sweet. Okay, now I've got this button here. So this button font size is 14. Under the button settings, go 14 on that, and got a bit of padding going on. So see if I can get the styling for the button here. So we've got 161 for the width of the button. And we've got a height of 54 pixels. So I know Greenshift has a size here, so we can go into the specifics here. 156. That was about right. Oh no, 50. So 161 was the width and 54 for the height. 61. Okay, sweet. Cool. All right, so that's groovy. Now this, I'm just going to start inspecting these. So we've got the Yeshiva 1, which is a Google font, and it is a 78 pixels. So let's go and apply that. And go down. Oh, is it a H2 or a H3 on this? That's a H3. So let's say I'll change that to a H3, and I'll go 76 for the pixels. Yeah, with Greenshift, I've got to take the margin, bottom and top margin off. Okay, cool. And the font family is called Yeshiva. So Yeshiva 1. Sweet, cool. That's starting to look nice. And the color of that is actually black. Cool. And now I'm going to work on these little buttons here. So background and opacity. The background, I'm going to change. I'm going to just basically strip out the opacity on that. Go to typography and change this to black. And the icon color also needs to be black. Sweet. I'm going to get rid of that. I've got to remove that hover effect. So, and what I'll do is I'll just so I've just applied a white background to the yeah, I've just applied a transparent background to the button there, but that's still a button. And okay, now what I want to do is I just want to copy and I want to paste the styles across. Nice. And again, I've got to go back to that icon and spin it around the other way. Cool. Excellent. Okay, so now this button and heading section here, we need to bring that down. So okay, so okay, it doesn't look like I've got all right, cool. So that's some really cool stuff there. That's our class for custom control. We will need that soon. But there doesn't seem to be any no, that doesn't seem to be working. So I'm going to have to go to the actually, I think what I need to do is, well, I could just yeah, maybe do a go to this wrapper here, and then we will do a negative margin. Okay, let's set this to like 150. All right, so of course now we have the slider. Okay, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to, before, I'm going to wrap the header here into this container, and I'm going to put this container in there as well. Then on the negative margin, I'll remove that, and I'll put that on the container. because I have a feeling I might have to do something with Z-index, because okay, that went over the top. Okay, so I'm using Bloxy. I'm going to disable the header and footer on this, and I'm going to publish this, and we'll go have a look at it so far, what I've got. Yeah, cool. Okay, so I'm going to have to bring in a negative, a Z-index on that content, that container there. So we'll just go here, and I'll just go 99, 999. All right, sweet, cool. And go back, and this is slightly up a bit, and also I've got to style this button. I mean, I don't really have to, but I'll just copy it for the sake of it, and you can kind of sort of follow along. So with the background, there is actually no background on this. I'm going to just transparent that out. And the typography, the color is what I just copied. I'm going to go down to border. I'm going to put on a 1 pixel border. And the demo has a background overlay of, or a background hover effect with that color. So I'll just go there. All right, sweet, cool, nice, good. Okay, now this is all. So yeah, there's a little bit of a gap here, so it's not so much flush with the bottom of the slider. So what I will do is I will go to the column here, and I'll bring in some padding, maybe 50. Let's go 50 on that. Cool. All right, now it's starting to really come together. Nice. Okay, so now I've got to get another slide in and get these buttons working. So let's go back to my slide here, and I'm going to go to the slider carousel settings, and I'm going to duplicate that slide. So now we have a second slide here. And I'm going to replace this image with the Eco Active. And then I've got to get the Eco Active content, of course, and add that into cool. And now I'm going to change this image over to the Eco Active one. Sweet. Okay, now I'm going to go to the slider carousel control, and I want to turn off the arrows because they don't have arrows. No, I want to turn off the arrows. There we go. And also the bullets. I don't need the bullets. Cool. Now, custom control. So so you've got to add two custom control blocks. E.g. slide 2 will control second slide. Okay, that's referencing that. Custom controls must be in the same row as slider or must have common parent container. So obviously that main parent container is that one. So what I can do is just go and copy. So I've got to go copy this GS slider root and go and apply this to the advanced tab, CSS class of that top level container. And then it's got these other custom controls down here where you've got button left and button right. So now I've got to go and apply this to the buttons. So go advanced, and so that's for that. And come over to the other button. I'm going to change that to button right, because obviously that's on the right. So that's left, that's right. All right, so let's go see if this is now working. Okay. I've got my 2 slides here, but the buttons are not. Ah, no. I've got this wrong. Yeah, okay, so that's why. All right, I need to go and get the this. Actually, let's see if that works. I haven't tried that, just with the GS slider custom left and custom right. Let's go and have a look at that. So if I get rid of that one, does that work? Okay, no, I need that other piece. So we've got the this bit here, GS slider control button. Well, actually, let's go try it on the front end. Let me see. Oh, actually, no, that works. Okay, so I don't need to add the GS slider control button class. I thought I needed to do that, but that's for the other video I did on how to create these simple slider select buttons. So, okay, cool. Now, on the demo here, if I keep clicking next, it cycles through. If I go back, it cycles through. If I do it on my demo over here, it only just goes to the, so I'm clicking, but it's only taking me to the slide. Now, in a way, that's fine, but to emulate what we've got over here is we just need to go up to the slider settings, go to loop, and I will autoplay it because on the demo here, this actually is on auto loop. Let me just refresh that, and you'll notice that it should slide by itself. There you go. So that's at about 5,000. And I'll change the transition speed to 500. So now that we've got that set up, we should now have something similar. So there we go. Now that just loops through. Nice. Okay, so I'm going to bring this this up a bit more as well. Now again, it's not exactly the same. There's a lot more spacing here than over here. I guess I could maybe change the structure of the row to make it a little bit wider. That should change, but I don't know why that's not changing. Well, it should be that. Let me go see on the front end if it changes. It does change on the front end, so it's just not on the back end. And then on our demo, we've got a bit of padding over here, so we would need to bring in a bit of I won't add it to this block because there's no sort of mobile stuff that we can do for. So I'll bring it into the bring that in at the column level. So we'll go to padding and we'll go padding right, say let's go 50 on that. And we'll just go check that and see if that's sort of, yeah, of course, maybe maybe 70. Oh no. Let's go with my first gut instinct of 100. Yeah, cool. Okay, I'm actually quite happy with that. So, so that's it. I mean, the other aspect that I would have to consider is mobile, right? So we've got to look at the how it's going to sort of render on a mobile. So let's go have a look at the. As you can see, as it goes down in size to tablet mode, that comes up. So what I'll do is I'll go to the row here and I'll set the position to bottom and set this position to bottom as well. I think that will, that doesn't really decrease the okay, so for the row structure, okay, I'm going to go into tablet mode and I'm going to go into, I'm going to go vertical on that one and vertical on that, so the image and the content below it. Now, it doesn't really look great in Gutenberg, in the editor here. You can't really tell too much on what's going on, but if you go into, so as you can see there, it's now dropping down. And then I've got to go into the column here. I'm going to set, so I'm on tablet mode here. So I want that one to be at the top, and that. So I'm just basically changing the column order, display order. So the bottom, so the image column is going to be on top, and the content is going to be on the bottom. So set the column order there, and I'll go do the same over here for this one. So the first is going to be on the bottom. It's going to be on the top. Okay, so we'll go back in here and we'll see how that changes. So see how that changes now. So down on mobile, that's looking pretty good because it's stacking all right. And I don't mind the idea of having the buttons over the featured image. I mean, there's ways to get around that in the sense of, well, this header has to sort of go down in size as well. Mobile, I'll just set it to 45. Oh no, yeah, it's on mobile. Tablet, I'll go down to like 60. And so I'll just go down in size a little bit. Now I could pretty much get this container and totally get this container here for mobile and bring that up basically to the top by zeroing that out. So now that it sits at the top of the slider, so it, you know what, I'm going to do that. I'm going to just keep it like that. So, and go back into spacing again, go to tablet mode, and I'll do the same. I'll zero that out. Now, if I clear that out, you'll basically set the alignment to the desktop. I don't want to do that, so you have to put an actual thing, an actual engagement in there. So okay, so there we go, and of course that will work on mobile. Now this spacing here, I don't really like that on mobile. So go down there and The problem with okay, so unfortunately the typography or the paragraph block in Gutenberg, the standard one, it doesn't have mobile or tablet sort of options. So to get around that, I might just put a negative margin on the button here. So I'll just put negative 20, because I know it's like 32. So we'll go with that, see how that looks. And we'll go down to this button here and go to negative margin 20 on that as well. I just want to bring that button up a little bit higher. So there we go. There you go. Nice. Cool. So there you have it. Now, of course, when it gets down to a certain, like that size, so that's about tablet mode, and then that's mobile. Yeah, as it goes down smaller size, that's going to creep up to that top column. So it's probably a way to fix that, but I will not include that in this video. But that's it, guys. Like you know, that's sort of what I wanted to achieve. I know this is a lot slimmer as well, this design, so you got to sort of take that into consideration. This is at a much wider aspect here. But that's how you can create a slider with some custom next and back buttons, and yeah, just wanted to sort of see if I could do that. So of course there's a little bit more styling I have to do as well, like bold these up, and these arrows are a little bit different, but it doesn't really matter. The arrows are fine. But yeah, generally that's it, isn't it? I mean, it's amazing what you can do with Greenshift. It's just so cool. And I've come from, you know, all the other page builders, and it's just so good to work with Gutenberg. And even though this display here is not really that great, I'm sure in time it will get better. You know, because it's just, I just hope it does. And that's so cool how it works in the Gutenberg editor as well. So it's really nice. So anyway, that's another video from me on how to create this pretty cool sort of slider effect that I saw on this website, hyperhq.com. They build apps. They're pretty cool. So yeah, so just wanted to showcase a little bit more power of what you can do with Greenshift. Now, also want to just let you know about GS templates. So this is a site that I built as a resource site for Greenshift or Gutenberg, but I'm focusing more on mainly on Greenshift templates. So there's a template library here that you can you know, go and have a look at. So if you go to the featured sections, you can go and click on the demos, and you can see what they look like, and then you can go and download the JSON files for that specific design, and then you can import that directly into your Greenshift powered website. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to package this up, and I'm going to add it to the Greenshift, the GS templates website. So you can come in and I'll add another section called sliders, or slider, probably sliders. And it'll be in there, and you'll be able to go and download this design and just pull it straight into your Greenshift project, and you don't even have to do anything. I mean, it's all sort of set up for you, ready to go, and you can just you know, go change the images and the text and everything. So that's my gift to you. That's my gift to you for stopping by, just so out of the blue. So anyway, thanks for watching. Share and like this video, and add some comments below if you have any questions. If you stumble across any cool designs that you like the look of and you would like me to try and attempt to build them, again, add them in the comments section below, and I will definitely have a look to see if I can replicate that using Greenshift. Yeah, stay tuned for some more Greenshift related videos. And yeah, so thanks for stopping by and watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. All right, bye for now.